It's Community Connection with Tina Cosby on AM 1310, 92.7 FM, The Light. Community Connection brought to you by Child Advocates. Your voice, their future.
And we are back with more Community Connection. Going to switch gears here a little bit and enter into the arts, something that we haven't had a chance to talk a whole lot about lately. So it's kind of a nice break right here. And on the line with us now is our good friend, Mr. Vernon Williams, IUPUI Communications Director, representing the Africana Repertory Theater of IUPUI and Onyx Fest. Vernon, how are you?
I'm good, and it's good to talk to you again.
Yeah, it's
good. I haven't talked since all this craziness.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. And so you have with you Aniqua Chatman, playwright, and Tijideen Rowley. Please forgive me if I mispronounced that. Is it Tijideen? Tijideen Rowley. Welcome.
Yeah, two brilliant young artists.
Okay, brilliant young artists indeed. We love to hear that. So what's going on? What are you here to tell us about?
Well, we have Onyx Fest 2020 coming up starting next week. It's going to start Thursday night, and it's going to run through October 11th. And for everyone to know right at the outset, we're not doing indoor theater. We're going to be outdoor. We're going to be socially distanced. There's going to be temperature checks at the door, and the crowd is going to be required to be masked. We're going to be at the Indie Fringe on St. Clair downtown, where they have this nice pocket park with a great outdoor stage, and the setting will be very, very amenable to people enjoying themselves in that setting. And we got 6 great plays coming up, and the gentleman and young lady in the studio with you represent 2 of them. And it really has been a ride because, of course, with the theaters closing down, we thought that the event would be canceled. We were on your show, I think, in February, and at that time, it should have been scheduled sometime in March or April, but the delays have taken us to this point. But it's been a blessing because of the fact we won't be indoor, we forged a partnership with WFYI. They're going to record all the shows, and we're going to we have something coming out tomorrow, press release coming out tomorrow, but I'm breaking the news on your show, Tina.
Okay. You got to love that.
Yeah, that we've entered into an agreement with Butler University to serve as the platform for those shows to be shown on the Clues Hall platform, which is amazing. I mean, a professional theater platform like that, that kind of collaboration is invaluable. So we're really excited about that collaboration with Butler and with WFYI.
Wow, congratulations. 2 power moves right there.
It's worked out very well.
Yeah.
We could not be happier about that.
So Ms. Chatman and Mr. Rowley, will you have works that are all part of this fest, the Onyx Fest?
Yes, we will. This is Aniqua Chatman speaking. I'm so happy that you have us on here as well. Mm-hmm. So one of my plays, actually, I wrote a play called The Bluesy Night, and it will be showcased as well. And I'm also a lead actress in the show. So. Oh,
wow. Well, you're a hardworking woman. Okay. Okay. Is everything ready to go?
So, for the most part, we're finishing up some last-minute rehearsals right now. We have, like you said, we have like 2 more weeks because our show showcased the first weekend of October. So we're kind of working hard trying to nail out these few. Like we have a couple more this week, and we're rehearsing pretty much every day next week. Yeah. So we're just getting this together, yeah.
So which urging is stronger? Which has a stronger pull with you, playwright or actress?
Oh, God. It's actually from 2 different spectrums. So
okay.
I feel like in terms of being a playwright, like, for instance, the challenges are different. Mm-hmm. So as a playwright, I guess my main concerns were always, like, I want to make sure my vision matched my words. So, like, you have these ideas and things in your head of concepts you want to showcase, but, you know, can you actually convey them into words? And what messages do you want to, kind of give out there? Like I know for me, one of the main message of my show basically mm-hmm. talks about happiness. Mm-hmm. And are you happy? Mm-hmm. A lot of times we put that into material things and all of that kind of stuff, but what truly makes you happy? And which is a different conversation because it looks different for different people.
Yeah.
And then the main thing also is I wanted to kind of try to see how I can make that relevant to today. So,
Mm-hmm.
of course, I had to, bring in some social issues about gentrification, economic inequality, and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's probably that aspect. But when it comes to an actor, I'm more concerned of, can I make this character believable?
Right.
So it's those, I guess, the two main spectrums.
Well, and then let's go to the other end of the spectrum, Mr. Rowley, as director. Now, you, Vernon says that you're both very young. You're both two young, talented, two young talents. And as a director, from what resource do you pull to get your, I guess, to get the production the way it should be?
Gotcha. Well, first of all, thank you for having me on the show also. So I'm a director, but I was an actor first. I've been involved in theater for about 18 years. So,
okay.
In terms of looking at things from a director, I look at it the same way you would break down so when you get a character as an actor, you have a character, you got to break this character down and understand them and have connections with them. And then, of course, you get to the place where your performance is believable. As a director, our approach to the script is the same. The script is a character. Though it has many characters inside, it's still a character in itself, and it's a message that needs to be portrayed. So my big thing is to make sure that I get that relayed, and not just how it's delivered in terms of the acting, but the blocking, how it's positioned, the music that goes along with it, small choices, because it's all about symbolism, and making sure the audience just gets the complete effect of what the writer wanted to get across. And that's really been my big motivation. I'm directing Being Black, which is actually written by Vernon. So it's a very powerful script, and it just brings out, especially in these day and age, the Black plight and the Black community is sometimes, the world doesn't get to see our humanity. You see everything else except for our humanity and who we truly are. There's so many stereotypes that are put out about us, or so many issues that we're dealing with, so many fights that we're trying to fight, so many things that we want to overcome. And this script just brings all of that together, but it shows our humanity, and it approaches all of these issues in a real way, and addressing it from both sides, because, you have those in terms of Blacks who think one way, then you have those who think another way. So, and being able to see both sides and discuss it in a way directly in front of an audience, I think is really powerful.
As a director, do you have the artistic license to take it as you see it, or are you in close collaboration with the writer, Mr. Williams?
Definitely have that. He gave me the green light to, take it to where I see it.
Okay.
But I'm a strong believer in sticking with the script, and I'm always still running things by him, because I just respect, someone's someone's work. I want to make sure I present it the way they envisioned it,
and the way they intended, yeah.
But make no mistake, TJ has the license to make artistic changes that he feels necessary, because I trust him. I've seen some of his work. I've seen how he interacts with players. I've seen how he prepares, the kind of detail he puts into it. I don't feel, I have not been just over every second. As a matter of fact, I've only been at parts of rehearsals because I have a high degree of trust in his skill set and his commitment.
So for our listeners, tell us what we're going to see and when. Again, I know it says it starts October 11th.
Okay, it starts October 1st, and the first.
Oh, October 1st. Why did I get 11th? I'm sorry.
That's the ending date.
Oh, okay. Oh, Thursday, October 1st through the 11th. Okay, yeah, you're right.
That's correct.
Should read your notes.
It starts with a play called 7 Days. It's by Chandrea Finney, a very talented young playwright. Her play will show October 1st and October 8th. On October 2nd and October 4th, A Bluesy Night with Aniqua Chatman. A great production, very creative, something that the audience is truly going to enjoy. Anniversary is October 4th and October 10th. That's kind of a thriller, a comedy thriller, where a philandering husband gets caught up in a little more than he bargained for. and that's going to be a funny one. And those are the three relationship type plays. And then we have three that are kind of issue oriented. One is On the Corner, October 3rd and October 8th. And that's the story of three death row inmates who are having dialogue as they discuss what brought them to their fate. Then there's a very compelling production called I Feed You Defiance by Rain. On the Corner, by the way, is by Michael Florence.
Michael Florence, yeah.
By Rain Wilson. And that's a play, Tina, that a lot of people can relate to. It's black and brown mothers who don't have fathers in the home who are trying to prepare their sons to deal with this outside element we got going on, and that's October 3rd and October 10th. And then Being Black is an unapologetic look at some of the thoughts, the feelings of our community. And it was written prior to this Black consciousness that we are also deep into in 2020. It was written actually last year, but it was adjusted to fit some of that nuance. And that's October 9th and October 10th.
Wow.
And I do want to mention, because I know 6 plays is a lot to remember, but folks can go to OnyxFest.indiefringe.org /
And I also would, with this as well, put it on if you can, have somebody, one of your volunteers, or you just drop it on our community calendar so that...
Absolutely.
Yeah, at praiseindy.com, we'll put it on there so that people can take a look. Because there's 6 plays that are coming up, all outdoors, all socially distanced, all COVID-friendly. Will there be a limit on the number of people allowed into the outdoor theater?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because the site is going to be about 30% of what it normally is.
Okay.
So people are really encouraged, if they're interested in the live performance, not to delay, because they're going to sell out pretty fast.
Yeah.
We have to do that in order to do the proper spacing and keep everybody safe.
Indeed.
I would be remiss not to mention that this all comes under the umbrella of both Indie Fringe and the Africana Repertory Theater of IUPUI. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the line so Dr. Regina Turner can come in and kind of expound a little bit on what the mother organization is about and how we got into Onyx Fest. Is that okay, Tina?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Thank
you so much.
No, thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm telling her to try right as soon as she hears me hang up.
As soon as she hears you hang up, yeah. And thank you, Vernon. And one of the reasons for that is, as you all know, and if you've listened to the show at any point in time, our studios are closed, and rightfully so due to COVID. Yeah, Vernon, you're good. Thank you. You can go ahead and hang up, and so she can call in. Studios are closed due to COVID-19, which is fine. But in part, what that means is that we're not, we can't have guests in to sit and talk with us in a free-flowing way. And there's no problem with having people call in, except for we have a limited number of lines. So sometimes people share lines, sometimes, people exchange lines or what have you. So that's what Vernon was referencing. So Ms. Chatman and Mr. Rowley, how long have you both been in the arts, in the theater arts? I know, Mr. Rowley, you said 18 years. Ms. Chatman, how long have you been active?
It's been a while.
Okay.
I started my first show in 2003.
Oh, that's a while. Okay.
I went to performing arts school and everything else. I guess it's been a little while.
Okay. I think Dr. Turner is now with us, and Dr. Turner, Vernon didn't leave you a whole lot of time, but he left you a little. He left you a little. So we'll let you have the final words before we have to sign off. So how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you.
The Onyx Theater is an extension of the A.R.T.I, which stands for the African Repertory Theater of IUPUI. That's the acronym, African Repertory Theater of IUPUI, which we call A.R.T.I. And A.R.T.I consists of 4 basic parts, and they are theater at IUPUI and theater in the community. We want to take productions out in the community. The Onyx Theater and the scholarship arm, which consists of research and publication.
Wow.
So that's quite a basket full of ambition there.
But it's there, and it's available. And at this point in time, I mean, with so many people stressed out, I mean, I call it the world's longest snow day. With just and entertainment is one of our getaways. It's one of our escapes, and so people are being very creative and finding a number of ways to get back to that, at least in some way, shape, or form. And it's encouraging to hear that. And as long as people can feel safe, the show must go on. The show can go on, and I think that is absolutely refreshing to hear. That there is an absolute outlet. And Dr. Turner, how long have you been a part of all of this?
Well, A.R.T.I is relatively new. I mean, we've been working with it maybe for the last 2.5 to 3 years. We've had a production on campus called The People Speak, which consists of monologues of historical figures that have been able to get us to the place where we are in our history. But I've been connected with theater for, as Ms. Chatman said, for a long
time. So you are all veterans, okay?
Yeah, right.
Very talented veterans, I must admit. So it sounds like, and this sounds really, really exciting. And as Vernon was saying, everything starts Thursday, October 1st through October the 11th. 6 plays, all outdoors. Indie Fringe on St. Clair downtown. And outdoor theater, limited number of people, temperature checks, mask required, socially distanced seating, but an opportunity to get out and enjoy the theater.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
We're going to be, every time we do a theater production, it's going to help to extend the social, spiritual, intellectual, cultural, and economic possibilities of African Americans. And so we're very, very enthusiastic and very happy about that.
And it is a choice and an option that we all very much need. So I thank you all for all the hard work you've put into it, for the creativity, and congratulations on the WFYI and Butler partnerships. Dr. Regina Turner, Tijideen Rowley, and Aniqua Chatman, thank you all so very much for being on the show today, and good luck in the upcoming season.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much. We need people to come. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you. And I have no doubt that people will be going, Ethan, because this sounds like something folks have been wanting to do for quite a while. And if they can feel safe and COVID friendly, as they say, I think you're going to see people coming. Just a reminder before we take off and sign off, tomorrow, Tuesday, is our big food and meal distribution. We will also have our voting block party, so stay tuned for that. Starts at 10 a.m. on the grounds of the Indianapolis Urban League, and it is until all the food and meals are gone. The food boxes and meals are gone. Exciting programming news, programming update. We will be hosting a Praise Indie Night of Inspiration, celebrating our new FM frequency. The launch date is Thursday, October the 1st. Local artists Lamar Campbell, Judah Band, Demetrius West, and more will be performing, along with our syndicated show host, Erica Campbell, Willie Moore Jr., and Darlene McCoy. So please make plans to join us for that big event. Again, that's coming up Thursday, October 1st. You can join the virtual launch party on PraiseIndy.com starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Suicide Prevention and Awareness Month continues. You are not alone. We want to make sure that everyone is aware of the Suicide Prevention Lifeline, the Suicide Prevention Lifeline, and that number is 1-800-273-8255. Again, 1-800-273-8255. We're going to have some more people on the show with us this week to continue that discussion. Please make sure to fill out your census forms or help census workers who are going door to door. There will be some census help at our food and meal giveaway tomorrow. There will also be voter registration help at the food and meal giveaway as well. So it's going to be a big time and a big party. Mail-in absentee voting applications can still be requested right now. Go to indianavoters.in.gov. October 5th, last day of voter registration. October 6th, the first day of early in-person voting when you can cast your ballot in person before Election Day. That's all the time we have for right now. Thanks, everyone, for being on the show, for joining us, for contributing. We really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow. I am Tina Cosby. Until then, be safe and be well. This is Community Connection.